Hi, remote.
Hello.
Once again, we're back after summer, fire, and sun. Wow. Deadly Deb is with us. Everything's fine. And a lot of friendly face. Lindsay also from Hawaii. Hopefully, you pass through the storms. We survive the forest fire here in Portugal, and we are back on track with Mario. And yeah, waiting for all the other folks to join us. Yes, Tatiana, you're here too. I know some of you, it's not the first time, but those who want can just pin the city where you are and make a maybe try to find another picture that from Minneapolis. You just have to put the name of the city where you're connecting, and maybe you can search for a picture. Oh, today is a very special day because he's the one that makes the introduction for us. So, before the introduction, let's see. Deb, did you find another picture from Minneapolis? No. Yes, this one is your favorite, and admit it's a cool one. Anybody else around the globe? Okay, very cool. Chambéry, yes, very nice. Think about the sound. If you are a bit tired about the music, you can adjust the volume down there. You have volume control. So, now, are you ready for the introduction?
Yes.
So, we're going to close this and we'll move to a couple of slides and content we have prepared for you. Just let me share my entire windows with you. I'm sorry. And come on. Yes, I think we're good. Acrobat was very rough with us today. But I think we should maybe kill the music before we start here because I can't do this when I'm on sharing. So I'm sorry, I killed the music early today. I'm in that mood. And let's get back to the introduction of the community, of course.
Yes. Okay.
I think we're good now.
Yes, perfect.
Woo!
We did it. Hello, everyone. I'm super happy because once again I'm seeing old face and new faces too, and really it's really cool because exactly this air generation is built on a family community. And so then yes, exactly. Some people here, so Deb, Kusuma, I don't see everybody, but basically I know that we are a couple of persons here that we co-built this community the like super organic way, super just like sharing knowledge, sharing good vibe and good energy. So I'm really happy to see that once again this family is growing up. So welcome to the new one. We are really happy. Just it's super important to us to be thankful for the tool who help this community growing up basically. Butter, which is like the tool we are using right now and we are using in all our workshop. We have an amazing connection with the creator of Butter, especially Boris. And it's part of our perks as a member of the community to have access with a very good price for this tool. So it's amazing. Miro community. Well, if you are here, you already know Miro. And once again, we are super happy to launch this new season in partnership with them, because it's just an amazing tool that we are crazy to use in each workshop.
Amazing tool and amazing community too. So we are really growing together.
Yeah, exactly. And Discovered, which is like a new sponsor that we had in the last season of the community. And basically having this partnership to provide new remote jobs, especially in design, product, tech, etc., is just amazing for all the community. So thanks to all these people who are helping and contributing to this community.
So what do we have today, Mario?
Yes, we have 3 parts. So the first one, highlights, and I will get Boris have more focus on that. Creators, which is like our wall of fame, really, that we are always super, super proud to announce at this beginning of season. And the last part, but not the least, Pride.
Okay.
C'est parti, let's
So
go.
let's go for part 1, highlights. Believe me or not, it's just about webinar, but it's much more than webinar. Figure out that when we just turn back to see everything we have accomplished last year, sided with a wonderful one-on-one team we will represent once again a bit after. We were finding, the Miroverse, saying, okay, does all those creator, all those templates we are promoting every month and every years, worth it? And when we found out that more than 50K view of the template was done on the, the air generation page from the Miroverse, we were wondering, like, okay, it's one template plus one template plus one template, and after a year, after 2 years, so you're just, thinking like it's a mantra, or your yoga class or your gym, following up this template one after another. And then we start to have those award nomination, and of course the recognition, the highest recognition from Miro community, having those template of the months from all the staff of Miro. So really, it's more than a webinar. Of course, it's more than a webinar because it's 47 webinar we have made last season. We have covered over than 15 countries. And last but not least, we have received at the end of 2024 this recognition, the top 3 hosts of the most attended community event. So it's really more than just webinar. And of course, it's August. I know, it couldn't be a worse period of time to ask you to come and share. But, once 1st September will be there, I can assure, like, we will roll out all those webinar again, like on the previous season. And behind the webinar, there's the creators. So here, think about it. We have 10 creators last year from very different perspective. We have some recruiter, we have some marketer, we have some AI guy, we have some facilitators, some mentors, some even AI influencers. So believe me, all those people is also bigger than a webinar, because beside the template, there's the people, there's a journey, there's a personal story. And it's what we have decided to follow up with this creator program, is to focus on, the people journey, the people story on one side, on one hand, and on the other hand, what they have learned and what they want to share with the community in the shape of a template. So this is exactly why, at the end, we are getting every year more and more structure. And I'm very happy because it's the first time we are making this top creator category. So I want to cast for the first category, our most awarded creator last year. Do you want to know who is it? You can thumbs up. So, drum roll. And the most award is Matt Wallaert from San Francisco. Of course, we'll get also through the template, but beside the guy, there was a fantastic connection. Yeah, he's also, I think moving between experience and psychology. So that's something I love in this community. All the time, we are all remote, we are all connected to innovation, artificial intelligence, but at the end, we all from different background and we have specific story. Should we go to the most registered, the most registered creator?
Yes.
Okay, drum roll once again. And with the most registered, of course, Eduardo Audax. So Eduardo, you can't believe the story behind this connection. And of course, is the lead GenAI from Amazon Web Services for the whole Europe. He's based in Madrid. And I catch up with Eduardo on LinkedIn. He was like super, super, friendly user from Miro, and he have some issue with an invoice on his personal account because basically he have shared some techniques on building RAG on a Miro board, and he didn't screw to inactivated the registration. So at the end of the month, he have something like 400 people licensed to pay to Miro, and he was like, "Oh, Boris, can you help me?" And really, from out of nowhere, we just get in touch with the community lead, and we have a direct access to the support, and they really succeed. They made a really great job. Also, Eduardo is something like about 100,000 of followers, so it was very important to have a good figure. But at the end, we close this ticket, and we were so happy to have this session, and we have more than 200 registrations. That is the limit from our webinar. So that was also a very good story. And ultimately, the most appreciated category, let's go and drum roll for the last top creator, Sylvia. The last season and the last session of the season was, it was in July. Actually, I was very stuck in Montenegro, and I was, really into the wild with my remote digital nomad setup. But we have a very nice session, and of course, Sylvia is gorgeous with the ID, with the journey, and of course, she had the session. We have many session reach the plus 100 NPS. For those who know what is a NPS stands for. But she received over than 20 positive feedback and very nice messages from the community. So she's the winner.
Nice. That's super great.
So, as I told you, besides any creator, there's a template. And so we have built last season all those wonderful templates with our creator. They're all available, of course, for free on the Miroverse. And of course, you have some shortcut in the hub if you're using Circle and you're in the air generation community. So I just want maybe to come to some very disruptive templates. I think the two most disruptive templates this season was on the first hand, Jan Keck. The guy is from Germany. He's not doing icebreaker because he's melting the ice. He hates to break the ice. And the guy is a super, freewheeling, super expert, and even, a remote Top Gun. So when we met together, he was like, yeah, but, I put all my remote penny on Mural, but I have the intuition that everybody is moving to Miro, and I don't know anything about Miro. And so we might maybe have a nice template together on the Miroverse. It could be my first experience on the Miroverse, and it was like, okay, let's go, let's do this. Not icebreaker, but ice melter. And because he was onboarding and he was using a lot of onboarding, a nice storytelling exercise, he offered this opportunity to say, okay, let's make an onboarding on Miro to help the people to zoom in, zoom out, pan makes the basic stuff, but because I liked itching, camping, and the forest and everything. I would like to have like a gigantic forest, and the people they can zoom in the forest, and they have some game where they can go, they be lost, and they have to go on the other way. And after you can have a race to the fire camp. And uh, believe me or not, Clotilde, our designer, was just like super frightened because it was the less standard template we have to face. We spent a couple of hours generating content, forest, whatever. But at the end, we have this onboarding adventure, and you really need to experiment this once. It's the best way when you have a beginner on Miros and wants to make a first remote session to learn all the control from Miro, having a very fun adventure. And of course, the template is available on the Miroverse. And on the other side, we have from our partnership with Matthew and Discover, the idea to help the people reshape their LinkedIn profile. So we have the Ultima LinkedIn Profile Optimization Guide. It's a template with kind of avatar of your, LinkedIn profile at a glance. And for each category, you have prompt and you have recommendation. And using the Miro AI or mostly recommended third-party LLM, you can just shape all your new profile directly on the Miroverse, on the Miro board, and then after you can throw everything on your profile. So I don't know what we're gonna have. The next season is coming, and when you see the profile, you can't imagine the great idea and the great story and the great template we can achieve next year. And yeah, I told about the recognition. We have designed the first time I want to speak with the community and the sprint. It was the quarterback session. We have Jonathan White. He's a super expert. The guy had made a wonderful interactive American football camp board, and it was super interactive. And at the end of the session, everybody was so hot. And I was, after the session, presenting the design system we have designed to create all those templates with Figma. And everybody was so bored and mute. And it was the worst time of my life. But at the end of the day, I decided at this time, stop to speak about the techniques, speak about the people. So we start to speak more about the people and make this webinar. But at the end of the day, the people say, hey, you have the best template ever in the world. How does that mean? And that's the way also we have invested a lot in our template system. And right now we are just, having this recognition, and it's very nice for, for the community, for the creator, and also there's a creator and there's a designer in the team. So Clotilde, congratulations. I think all those awards really, half of those awards are yours. And we have something unbelievable this year. We have decided, when I met Deb, she was working with Queen and I was working with Maeva, and they were our two, avatar GPTs and agents. And once we said with Deb, oh, it should be nice if Queen and Maeva could meet together. And so while we were delivering all the replay and we were wondering to launch a podcast of creator, we thought it might be great to take everything that comes from the webinar and from the season creators and see if we can generate podcasts with that. So I'm super happy to announce that we will renew for the next season the talks about the remotes. That is a 10-minute replay on a podcast, on a Spotify podcast of the season. Maybe you didn't have the time to attend, or you don't have the time to listen a 1-hour replay on YouTube. You have now Queen and Maeva speaking together about what's happened in the last season. So you see all those webinars are really more than just webinar. And to conclude on this incredible time, we have a check and recheck with the Miro community. They are growing, we are growing, and we are growing together. And we're starting now to publish more about the air generation content in the Miro community. It means like all our events are available on the Miro community events, and most of our talk are also shareable in the Miro community platform on Circle or even on the newsletter. We have most of the time our events are curated in the Miro community newsletter every month. So you'll see, once again, another year with fun and Miro and interaction. And of course, maybe we decide like this remote season have to be, Mario and I being in the same city, working together. But basically, everything is full remote in this community. And there's, sky is the limit now with all this technology and all these tools. I can't wait to follow up with our creator.
Yes, so this is a part that I think after all these amazing wins we had during the last season, we are really, really, I mean, like, I check the PDF, but I don't see what Boris put in this part. So I'm super happy to still have the surprise because it's mean a lot on the level content and the, like speaker, etc. So before to say exactly who is here.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
We just want to play to a super small game that I don't know if you already had this exercise. Someone asking you if you can go to dinner with someone famous, not famous. I mean, famous just for you, alive or already dead or whatever, who can be. We were thinking to do the same exercise, but for basically the next speaker workshop. So if you had someone that you can invite in the community to be a speaker and give a workshop, what would be, who will be this person and what kind of workshop it will be?
So I'll give 5 minutes on the clock for everybody to share some ID, and let's put some cool old 80s cool tube. So oh yeah, I see. Oh, Greeny Brown, yeah. I think your camera is on and the people will.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess Tatiana, you will be our scout to recruit this crazy speaker. I love Willie Brown. I don't know Carmen Simon, but neuroscientists always have very interesting stuff to share. Wow, Atomic Habit Outdoor. Marion, do you think we can recruit me? Michelle Obama.
Wait,
Yeah,
I will be so happy. Maybe like a charity stuff you can
the
deliver
charity stuff.
building pretty much so perfect certainly.
Wow, Michael Jackson, how to represent on the screen.
Mhm.
Believe me or not, I have some hot lead in Hong Kong venture capital, and the CTO name is Michael Jackson.
Oh, what?
So when the CEO told me, "Yeah, we need to make a meeting with Michael Jackson," I was like,
What?
"Are you kidding me?" Very cool. Get urgent. I think I'll take this name and I go on LinkedIn and say, "Hey, our community requests you." Jessica H. To the works, business management. Steve Jobs, of course. Why iPhones are forbidden at my home, okay? I think when you're out of ID, we can leave the funky town and we can maybe generate a resume of this contribution to keep it for the next season. Okay, I think we're good. So let's see what can we do and what we can generate with those contribution. I always like the action, the action button. I'll drive you to this place, guys. So the action button are basically something you can feed Miro AI action with a specific prompt. So here you have this prompt, turning ID into action. So let's see if that prompt generates something from the notes we have generated. Don't ask me why Miro always create the content 1,000 miles away from your action. But anyway, so we have here a very nice, resume and shape in a specific shape. But I think I will keep this. I will keep this roadmap for 2026, 27 if I can recruit some of those incredible speakers and people. And yeah, time's up. Are you ready to know about the creator? I think Marion really, wants to see the people because she's just get the PDF. And here, oh, I didn't think, all the board will be unlocking the one. So I'm sorry. Keep fixing the stuff, the demo effect. Nobody knows, of course.
Of course.
Wow, to be honest, we are still fixing the planning for the next seasons and building the presentation and everything to make this exercise fun. Was a bit tricky today, but here we are. So our first category is in the team dynamics. So in the team dynamics, we have found a lot of people working on it, HR, psychologists, or working on Scrum or team builders. And so today we have two creators are created this year for the team dynamic category, and the name are Daria Rudnik and Deb Haas. Congratulations for both of them. Daria, of course. We have a very supportive time with her. She's in Tel Aviv. So, she's mixing between being an expert, team architect, and managing to go, on the shelter when the bombs are running in Tel Aviv. Believe me, she have a very awful time the last couple of months, but she's on the way to deliver a wonderful workshops, and we are already building the template with her. So it's very cool. And Deb, I know you are here, Deb, and you could speak if I can allow you, but I'll speak for you because when I met Deb, it was really in the middle of, a webinar, Miro community. I don't know even how she gets in connection with her generation. And on one hand, she's one of the most active one-on-one member, delivering every week a wonderful remote espresso newsletter. We are over than 55% of open rate and reading. So it's really a creative content, and people love this content. But when I met her, she was like, "Hey, I was fired by Accenture a couple of time ago. I'm a entrepreneur, but I'm already 15 plus, and I have to reinvent myself everywhere. But I'm not a creator. Boris, you're making great design, but I'm not a creator." And I was like, "Yes, Deb, you're a creator." And I was just watching her LinkedIn feed, and she was so 5 posts every day on LinkedIn, amazing every time. And I was like, Deb, believe in you. If you're not a creator, there's no creator at all. So it's I think a very pleasant and great milestone for her, but for me too, to have Deb in this new season of creator. So if you want to add something, Deb, of course, I'll give you the mic anytime you want. Next category, the next category, of course, is AI. Everybody knows that AI is the next big thing, and it's also a turn we are taking with the community, because more and more entrepreneurs are, asking how we can thrive and grow and learn things. What can I do? What can I do with LLM? And so, we are sharing more and more. And for this year, we have one winner in this category. And he's Portuguese. He's based in Lisbon, Ricardo Luz. So he's product man and AI director. So believe me, he has a very strong background, also a great ecosystem, and will work, I think by the beginning of the next year with him to launch 2026 with AI-based templates and webinar. So follow up, Ricardo, if you are here. Thank you so much for your application. Hey, believe me, if you're clicking, all of you, on those nice, it's not an icon, it's stickers from Miro. After 3 clicks, they're changing shape, and I never had I never know from most of them what is the new shape. So if you want to make me happy today, just click on those icons and let's see what are the new shapes you can take. Yeah, I know the smiling one, the yellow, is becoming something very. Yeah, you got it. You make me you make me happy. Really. So let's go to the user experience category and let's unveil. We have 2 creators on this category, and good news. One is from United Kingdom and another still from Portugal. We have great talent here. So Navin is working at Tosco, and he's a very experimented UX designer. And another is a good friend, and you can see her face almost on every content from the community. It's Isabel Machado. She have moved as designer. She have moved to a more marketing, finance, and she moved to product design, and now she director of design for a great. I think it's not even more a startup. I think it's a scale up. It's a platform that's making all the cookies management. So when she told me she's working for a product that making cookies consents, I was like, really? Are we making a product with that? And I just went to their office. And User Centrics is a very, very mature product company. They have office in San Francisco, in Lisbon, I think at Krakow. So, it's just, product are even when you don't expect them. So I can't wait to have this, this track with my friends about. And of course, I'm very enthusiastic when I think it was maybe one of the first applications. So I really want to thank the next creator for this season. Also, I saw his profile very early in the MVP community of Miro. So I'm very happy to unveil. Yes, Dave, and Dave is with us today, and so I'm very happy. We will make, I think, for sure, a great Christmas gift to the community. Also, all the agile template we are promoting and we are delivering on the Miroverse are mostly with the product, the ones that are the most used for the, from the community. So, Dave, I'm, can't wait to engage with you. We have two last category, and the first, of course, is product and innovation, and we have also very nice people and very nice stories beside this creation. As you might see, most of our creators, they are not just applying because they want share. They want fame. They apply because they start to know the community and they want to be more engaged. So Monika Rizovska and Leidan Nugent. One is for, of course, the product side. She's based in Skopje in Macedonia, and the other is a consultant. She's the next SAP consultant. She's in Toronto, Canada. On my left side, Monika is also a global community director from Women in Tech in Balkan, but she's also very engaged. She has a daily product management role. And I met her when I was in a conference in Skopje for, global governance and artificial intelligence. And I was so amazed about the community maturity in the Balkan, led from this woman. And on the other side, Leanne was like, okay, I want to change my life. I want to start my digital nomad life. And maybe I thought that the A generation is a community where I can have some connection and some ideas. And so two good things with Leanne when we start talk. It was she wasn't ready to apply. She was also building her company, and right now she has built the company. She would start with her husband, I think, the journey on a 1-year globe trotter as a digital nomad, and she will be fully supported by the A generation. So welcome, Monika and Leidan, to your application. Thanks God, it's the last but not least. Design is everything in this community, and that's also why I think Deb come to us. It was like, hey, I'm sorry for the expression, Deb. I'm a dick in design, but everything you're doing at Air Generation is shiny, vibrant, and I love the, you like or you hate the design from the Air Generation, but basically it's design. So the design is very important for us. And I'm super happy to present. We have also two creators in the design category for this year. And the creators are Carolina Paul from Berlin and Steve Lastovich from Minneapolis. I think it was from Steve, the last application we received like 20 minutes before midnight. So he was basically in, and we can't refuse this application. Also, Steve have a very sensitive story and background, and we have a very strong connection from the very beginning. And I guess, Deb, you might see Steve sometime because he's living in the exact same city of yours. And Carolina Paul was also an application from the Miro community. So we have here a very expert designer, strategic designer, and workshopper profile. I guess we will have a very high-end Miro templates together. So this is it. It's more than we expect. 10 new creators for the next 10 months. And believe me, you don't want to miss any of those workshops. Marion, I think we have presented many things. Of course, we still have a couple of things we can review if you're curious about what's going to happen with the Edge Generation community aside the webinar, because we're nonstop working to improve our content, improve our platform, improve your experience, and improve our program also to find a new way to feed this community, becoming a more professional community. So let's jump a bit back into this. I'm sorry. I'm still struggling with the share screen. I'm very sorry today. We were unprepared with the PDF. But yeah, once again, this community is here to make you try. Do you want to present few ideas?
Yes. Or maybe à la fin de celui où...
Okay. It's just about presenting, how the way we are working for the people that are not, in the core of the community today.
Yeah, so basically, as I said at the beginning, this community is really a family. Dave, in a moment, you were talking about like changing the name of our workshop, etc., and think about a little bit a name that we can use. And I just don't feel now super comfortable with community and more comfortable with family, because really this relation of like, we can share whatever thing we want to share. We can bring everything we want on the table and just have this possibility to interact with other super skilled people. So, bueno, once again, thanks for to everybody and each person here and in the community to be part of, because without people, there is no community there.
And look at that. We just received yesterday a Victoria Tsai from China, small comment after registration to the newsletter. And, that's the small dots that make you feel you're in a good direction, and, you have to follow up.
Yeah. Then, well, basically, we know that this community lives remotely, and the thing is that obviously the idea is to connect with people, but the easier way to connect with people is just having a chat. And what I think is just amazing with this community is that we can learn from the knowledge to other and share our knowledge too. It's happened to me in all the workshop I did, always to have someone saying like, hey, but you know what, I discovered this and maybe you can try, etc. And at the end, in my workshop 1 hour after, because we was checking all the new tool content or whatever. So just having the possibility to open our mind with new practices and really doing, and not just like listening and really participating to all this workshop and events. So
a special dedicace to Tatiana, that I think brings something very fresh and something very different from the workshop we used to organize. And believe me, we'll next year have more and more session. I think that Steve is not here, but yeah, we want to offer to more time zone this possibility to work together in one hand, and on the other hand, we have 2 extra creators from in the pipe that want also to deliver new workshops. So we might by the next year move from 4 regular workshop and connection events to 6 plus the creator webinar. It should be 7 events per month. So you see, there will always be a time for you in the community to learn new things or to connect with the other, or just, if you want to help somebody to drive the workshop and learn with him, most of our workshopper ask for support to be cited in the workshop. So just let us know in the community.
Okay, this part is really thanks to Deb. I don't know if you're around, Deb. Just like thank you to bring all your energy. Basically, it's just like the ability to bring all your energy and positive mind, etc., in this newsletter. Remember, guys, that every communication points you are seeing in the community, you have hands behind and really trying to be creative each time. This newsletter, I mean, like we have several per week, per month, etc. And she always finds a way to be creative, bring new content, have the little words to make, like, to bring people more together and really feel more like she's speaking to us, basically. And I think is why Rick is giving this feedback too, no? And having this best looking newsletter I've seen, because this voice and tone of Deb are helped by Clotilde, once again, who is one of our hands since the beginning, helping from Chambéry, France, but for also design, etc. So yeah, it's just more than just some
think
words.
About Rick. I met Rick Pratt. He is the founder of Thrive Remotely. Thrive Remotely is a newsletter and a community of meetup in the US based on the people working remotely. And so, he just sent me this testimonial on the community hub to catch up with me and have some advice on the way he could rise his circle hub. So every piece of anything in this community is made with hand, with also a lot of silicium. Artificial intelligence is also the super sign man from this community, but everything is made with and by the heart for the members. So that's also what I think the people appreciate in the community.
And so, as we was telling about this connection between people, remote, etc., we developed, like from the beginning almost, some parts dedicated, some spaces more than parts dedicated on the circle to just share moments. I'm super happy to see this picture of this volcano and sunrise. Is a hike I did during February in Guatemala. And it's just like having a sensation, like a feeling, or happen something amazing in our life, or a new client, project, new idea, concept, whatever, and be able to share it in the community directly and have some kudos from the rest of the community too, and just feel that, okay, I'm not alone. I just want to share something really positive, or just like a win, and just have like the support, and just have people that we can share with is just amazing. So
amazing. And of course we're in continuous improvement, so the member experience is in our top priority for January 2026. Of course, we're thinking how we can make this hub more simple, give more space for the free content, but also make the people know, like, they can support us in a very cool way, because they will have more value, and we will have also more capacity to engage things. So stay connect. We are already in less than a year in the third version of the hub, and another fourth version is in our backlog for the end of the year. So everything will move to make your experience more comfortable. Of course, this slide is not, guys, most of you are already in the community, but think about it. Connect with 5,000 plus remote professionals. That's exactly the number of followers we have from the newsletter, from the webinar, from the event, from the Circle Hub. So when you're putting all those guys together, we're already in, just a year. We're that big. I can't imagine where we're going to be in the next summer. And That's all thoughts for today.
We're on time. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we are before time, and if you want, because we're just a small amount of people, and what I appreciate in this community is, we are a voice. We are not just a number or or a subscriber. We are a voice, and now you can unmute, of course, and you can make your voice count. Also, Karin, I really appreciate to have you in this session. It's maybe the good time for a good chat, if you want, before we can go. Let's move on let's change focus.
Ouais.
Yeah. So. Nobody wants to use at least the soundboard. You can now if you want.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I'm just following because my agenda is still what the hell is this? I'm reading from the start here from our generation Welcome Hub, and I have checked some things, but I'm still trying to find my place here.
Yes. Yeah, it's not easy for us to create the value the people want and engagement mechanism. Of course, our belief is we have to try. We have to be everywhere we can to have the opportunity sometime to have some member that that contribute or that participate. So. Whatever you're participating to this event, or you're sending a message on the hub, or you're sending love after an email, it's just for us a feedback and an engagement form. We're analyzing and we're saying, okay, it's because of that we are following up, and we believe we are running a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about being the biggest community tomorrow. It's just trying to find the sweet spots for all of you. We are most of us, remote worker, and sometimes we want to speak about, I don't know, design facilitation, pets, or setup. And we thought that this place can be larger than just a narrow, specialized and niche community. So,
and if I can add something too. I feel that this community, and one of the value of this community, is that each person can have the space they want to hold and decide and propose. For example, for all the onboarding process, etc., that Boris was telling that we want to improve for January. I started to talk to him some months ago because I wanted to just do my renew for my monthly subscription, etc. And I was, I think it's pretty complicated to people to understand how it's working. So maybe I can help and work on that if you agree. And then the idea is to connect with other people who want to help on that, or yes or no, whatever. But being feel comfortable to propose something that, okay, maybe I can help here. Without any expectation. Nobody here will say, okay, you said you will do that, you will do that. I mean, the onboarding, I just start, it miss a lot, but at the end, it's like, okay, we know that we are all doing our best and taking this time, and just the things that proposing to, I think that for the rest of the community is amazing, because it's the signal that since the beginning you will feel comfortable because you are proposing some things that you want to help with. So be super free to propose to, and
anything. So
yes, I'm proposing, because the best way to get involved is start doing things together. So collaboration creates collaboration.
Yeah. But every collaboration in the generation starts with, the willing to spend more time together. So already have you 1 hour today on the end of August is a sign of, is a positive sign from us. So Eki, feel free to connect with me on the hub. Even we can take a 30-minute catch up with virtual coffee anytime. I mean, I'm super open to meet the people anytime you want. So just be my guest.
Just one more thing. What I said was not a criticism. It was just a description of my state right now.
We take it.
Yeah.
But I'm
very curious and enthusiastic in this.
But anyway, catch up with me, and we can meet one to one. Is also more comfortable to have ideas. I guess Karen, you have a hands up, and you're on mute. So you just need to click on the left side. You have to unmute. Yeah, you got it.
I just wanted to point out, in the U.S., in the last 2 years, with many employers trying to force people back into the offices, the statistics currently, according to LinkedIn, stand at less than 15% of workers have returned to the office. So the market in the U.S. for remote workers is huge. Plus, of course, in my position, I work with people from India. I work with people from Canada. I work with people from the US. I work with many Philippines. And so I think some of the templates I would like to help design would be some that would be very culturally specific, because they would relate to those teams. Certainly we want to have lots and lots of international teams, but sometimes we really need to reach out and touch those that are very specific to certain groups. And I think then we would get more of the remote workers from those areas to join and become designers themselves.
But
Thank
Karen, your word made my day. First of all, I think I have your application for 26-27 season now. I think you will be ready from there. And
yes.
On another point, we have worked a lot with the one-on-one team. We're meeting every quarter, and we're taking good decision. And we have designed many programs. Of course, we're speaking about the creator program here. That is the fuel of this community. Everybody wants to meet the creator, heard about his story, and have the template, of course. But aside that, we have started to design also some community services program, because there's many companies that say, hey, it's outstanding the way you are building content on Miro, the way you're engaging the people, the way you are building newsletter or circle hubs or whatever. And so we are really thinking, like, in the one-on-one team, we feel like a community, a family, an agency of experts. And believe me, we have launched those community services in July, and we're already starting to have the first leads, the first influencer agencies that want to work with us. So yeah, it's not just a way to spend free time. It's also a way to live from your passion, like collaboration, technology, remote, and of course artificial intelligence, working with people you like for customer that deserve it. So I can't wait to see what's waiting for the Edge Generation community. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
And Angela, I see you have joined for the Miro community, I guess, a generation couple of months ago. Yeah, but you're on mute. No, you're not on mute, but I can't hear you. Yeah, I know that.
Now it should be working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wrong microphone for whatever reason. Exactly. I joined a few months ago, and I actually joined this remote cafe from Tatiana a few times. Really, if anyone has not been there, you should really do that. It's really, it's superb, and really helps if you have tasks that you don't want to do and you keep procrastinating. Just go there; you will get it done.
Thank you so much, Angela. And I hope you'll find some other workshop to develop your AI skills or your Miro practice.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. And really, thank you for creating this community. It's super helpful.
Yeah, it's really start like a game with creator, with friends. I can call them friends, with creator we met on the Miro community. So that's why I think Miro is so at the heart of everything. We have started to make some template together, and at once we want to make a webinar to present those template. And I was looking at them, and we were like, "Hey, are we all a generation X?" And we are all speaking about remotes. Let's call this webinar Air Generation. And it started like a joke. And the first webinar, after the second, after the third, and the Miro community started to promote us, and you know, the community was born. So everything happened not on purpose, but just the pleasure to be together and make stuff. So Aki, you see, it's just there's people coming, joining, and making. Sometimes they are leaving, sometimes they are getting back. It's open. Yevis, I don't know that much about you, but thank you for your time and your participation. And I think it's always the most beautiful time in our webinar. It's at the end where there's not too much participant and we can have this free talk together. So thank you so much. I think we're going to have a good rest because it was a very intensive day and week to prepare this creation. It's not still at the level of Miro Hall of Fame ceremony, but I think we're improving every year. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening or a great day or whatever. Big hug from Lisbon. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you very much.